Over the last couple of weeks, we've been on a bit of a history journey. So over the last few weeks, we've journeyed with thinking about the Anzacs last weekend. And we thought a bit about some of their faith as well, in the midst of terrible things they had to endure during World War I. Earlier this week, we remembered the feast day of St. Peter Chanel, who's the first martyr of the Oceania region. He was the first saint's relics to be brought to this country after he was martyred in Wallace and Fortuna. Then earlier this week, we remembered the 250th anniversary of the interaction between Cook and the crew of HMS Endeavour here in our parish in 1770, where they interacted with the local Indigenous community. This coming Sunday, I'll be going to La Perouse, to the Reconciliation Church. La Perouse is significant for a few things. It's one of the main places of the Indigenous community here in Sydney, and we have the Reconciliation Church there. And we'll be interacting with the Indigenous community there this Sunday at 11 o'clock, live streamed. But La Perouse is also the place where the very first Mass happened in 1788. A crew of a French ship that arrived shortly after the British arrived to settle here in the colony. This French crew arrived as well, and they celebrated Mass there. Sunday also we'll be celebrating and remembering the 200th anniversary of the arrival of the first two chaplains to Australia, the first two Catholic chaplains who did great work with the Indigenous. This coming Tuesday, we're going to continue with the history experience, and we're going to think of the Mass that all of the people involved in all these different historical events, how they actually prayed, which is a little bit different to the way we normally pray, but it'll be a great experience for me, but perhaps even for you at home as well. Some of it will be done in Latin. The readings will be in English. Some little guides on the screen as well during the Mass so that you know what's happening. So if you can, next Tuesday at 8 a.m, we'll be doing the Mass, sometimes referred to as the Mass of St. Pius V, whose feast day it is this coming Tuesday, in the Latin form, or the Tridentine Rite, or the extraordinary form, as it's sometimes referred to. So that'll be our Mass this coming Tuesday at 8 a.m, helping us to continue in that history experience, but also to continue in the spirituality of all of those people who've come before us and help form us in what we live in our faith today. So please join us this Sunday, 11 o'clock. We'll be out at Reconciliation Church, La Perouse, not far from where the very first Mass was celebrated, connecting with our Indigenous brothers and sisters out there. And then Tuesday, 8 a.m, for a Mass in the sometimes referred to as the Mass of the Ages, the extraordinary form which we'll be celebrating here at our altar. It's set up now as it would be for Tuesday, so please join us. Looking forward to being with you on Tuesday.